back. Guess what? I've been tagged by the real Cobra Burnout directly from his snake pit. I freaking love that, man. Sorry. Anyway, he tagged me and 4 others in a fun 5 for 5. He wants to know. He's got 5 questions here. I guess he was tagged by. Who is that here? Oh, what's his name? I got tagged for fun. Jay over at Reality Talk Reviews. Looks like he's got a pretty good channel. I need to go over there and check out some more of his stuff. Anyway, he's got a link there, and I'll put a link for the real Cobra Burnout down below. Okay, but he wants you to answer these 5 questions. First question is, what was your favorite childhood toy? Well, I may be a little older than some of you, but back in the 60s, my parents got me a Mattel Marauder, which was not exactly a replica of an M16, but it looked pretty close, especially for a kid. And I mean, you could charge it like 4 or 5 times, and it just seemed like it just fired, you know, ridiculously long. Anyway, it had a box magazine, you know, which was all attached, as all one piece, but it had a speaker in it, and we just drove the neighbors crazy. There was a bunch of us got those for Christmas, and you know, I was living up in at McCord Air Force Base in Washington State, and there was some woods around there, so you know, there was a lot of war games going on with us. So yeah, it was good times. I really enjoyed that. Let's see, what is your favorite grown-up toy? Well, I've had a lot of cars in my life. I've been fortunate to buy them. My first car was a '67 Mustang. I loved that car, but you know, sooner or later it wore out on me. Then me and some friends, when I was in the Air Force, rebuilt a '61 Chevy Impala. That was really an awesome car. I've had some IROC Z's, but I think my most favorite grown-up toy that I had was a 2002 Mustang GT. You know, put the cold air, you know, K&N cold air intake on it, had the exhaust upgraded, you know, to Flowmasters. I mean, it was an awesome car. Very quick. Of course, it doesn't have as much power as the newer Mustangs because I had a Roush GT, but I mean, it was capable of being souped up enough, you know, with, for example, you could chip it, stuff like that, kind of like a little flash drive, whatever, but I never did do that. I just liked it the way it was. Anyway, that was my favorite grown-up toy. Do you unbox your toys? Well, some of them I do, some I don't. I don't know if you can consider them toys, but I guess adult, well, that doesn't sound right, does it? But I collect a lot of things like the HO scale steam engines. I got some in the other room in a plastic container all boxed up in case of flooding and stuff like that. But yeah, I also like to collect these World War II tanks and stuff, German, American, even the Russians. I just pulled these out just to kind of give you a little idea. These are, let me get that glare, Dragon Armor. This is, I believe this one here is the King Tiger from the 505th Panzer Optolun, late 1944, Russian front. And the ones that they were equipped with prior to that is the Tiger 1. Okay, right there. This was the, what was this, Orca Sector? Yeah, Orca Sector, same unit. Okay, and of course it didn't help them much. They still lost, didn't they? Planes, I like to collect these die-cast planes. These aren't plastic. This one, of course, is a Navy plane. I was Air Force, but I do like Navy aircraft. F6F Hellcat right here. It's hard to see, but it's got the skull and crossbones emblem just right by the cockpit. I think that the Navy, if I'm not mistaken, Hrntfixr might be able to correct me on that, still has a squadron or unit that uses that same emblem there. So tradition, you know, it's passed on. Let's see, what else? What superhero would you be and why? I'll probably get knocked for this one, but you know, you got Batman, Superman, all them. I like all of them, but I always liked, when I was a kid, the Green Hornet. He just seemed to be different than the rest of them, you know. Matter of fact, he actually had a fight scene in one of the Batman TV show series back in the 60s, where he actually fought Batman one-on-one, and Robin took on Kato, and from the looks of it, if I remember right, Kato whipped his ass. Robin's ass. So yeah, I'd like to be the Green Hornet. Now let's see, the fifth and final question: PlayStation, Xbox, or Nintendo? I'll have to go with Nintendo. I've still got a Sega upstairs. It still works, uses the CDs. Some of you guys might remember that game station. It wasn't mentioned in here, but I'd have to go with Nintendo because when my kids were young or little, you know, they used to like playing Mario and Luigi and Mario Kart and blah blah blah. There was all kind of Donkey Kong, all kinds of stuff, and I got kind of into it too when I could get a chance to get on it and try it out, you know. So yeah, Nintendo is what I'd have to be. So now he wants us to tag 5 people to do a VR for this. So I've got them written down here. Let's see. I hope I got 5. I've got STLRayEdwards. Okay. John Solar 283. Mule TeamSixtySix. I got Eltenda Fabrezio. The Breeze should have some pretty interesting stuff if he does a VR. Hrntfixr. I don't know if he'll do any. You never can tell. He might. But yeah, those are my 5 picks. So yeah, go over and check out the Real Cobra Burnout. I'm going to put all the links for all the channels I just tagged. Also, don't forget to support and donate if you can to hashtag Justin's Final Mission, and I'll put all that down below also. So on that note, you guys stay armed, you stay safe. We'll talk to you later. Cheers. It's coffee.